Okay, so for this week's assignment, I want you to design your own patterns. So you're going to be creating your own patterns um, out of drawings or paintings or images, whatever, okay? So I'm going to send you some tutorials, and using these tutorials, you're going to create 4 patterns of your own design. So be creative. You can use drawings. If you're a photographer, you can use photos, you can use text, whatever, okay? This is totally up to you. So I have some introductory tutorials into making patterns, okay? The most important one that you're going to see is how to define an image as a pattern, okay? That's very simple, but that's going to be the building block for doing all of your pattern making, okay? Now, the next one is making a plaid pattern, which is really, really fun, and I encourage all of you to do that. Using drawings for patterns. So this is how to take something you've drawn by hand just on paper and to turn that into, put that into Photoshop and use it as a pattern. And then creating mirrored patterns. And this one's really, really fun. If you are more advanced, so if you've taken Photoshop classes or, this stuff is old hat to you, right? If you're like, yeah, I know how to do all this. I have some more advanced tutorials. So how to make a pattern seamless, that's a really, really fun tutorial. And that's how people get patterns where you can't really see the repeat. It's not like a box and it stuff comes in and out of that box, if that makes sense. And then walk through pattern 1 and walk through pattern 2. This is just me kind of going start to finish through making a pattern and how I kind of go about it. You're just kind of watching my creative process. So that might be helpful for people who are a little more advanced and are looking for something different. Okay, but start here, and I'll send all these to you via email. So I want to show you a couple of patterns, just a couple of examples. This pattern was made with drawing on paper and then turning that into, uploading that into Photoshop and working in Photoshop. And then I went in with the text. I added this text here and I colored it. It was just a black and white drawing, and then I colored it in Photoshop. And then I, defined it as a pattern and just repeated it. So that's one way to make patterns. This is a mirrored pattern, okay? And basically what I did was take a painting, and actually if you look like right here, that's the painting, okay? But then it's mirrored here and mirrored here and mirrored here, okay? To create this kind of trippy psychedelic pattern. And there's a tutorial on that as well. This is also a mirrored pattern. I think that, let's see, can we hone in on where it is? It was just a little block print that I did, and then I mirrored it to create this pattern. So again, this is a really fun way to make patterns. And then here is an interesting mixture. So this drawing here was a drawing I did, and then I altered it in Photoshop, which you will have a tutorial on how to do that. And then this in here, this little, triangle with the stripes, this was actually an image. It was a block print that I did. I took a photo of and I just collaged it into this. Okay, so think about how you can take multiple things, like maybe you do a simple drawing in Photoshop and then you add some photography to it and turn that into a pattern, okay? So these are due in the Dropbox on Tuesday, April 12th. So you need to make 4 of them, and I want to see them tiled out. And what I mean by that is I want to see it shown as a pattern. So in the tutorials, it'll say how to fill a layer, new fill layer, and you'll see all this in the tutorials. And you can just take your image that you've defined as a pattern and tile out into a larger image so that I can actually see that it is a repetitive pattern, a repeating pattern, okay? So, due in the Dropbox on Tuesday, April 12th. If you have any questions, please email me and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.